The French Quarter shimmered under a late morning sun, its Mardi Gras fever unbroken despite the shadow of 3 murders. On Main Street, the crowds thinned, giving way to narrow alleys where laundry fluttered from balconies and the scent of crawfish étouffée drifted from hidden kitchens. Celeste Moreau moved with purpose, her cloche hat shielding her eyes, her notebook await in her coat. The amulet from Madame Zora Laveau hung at her throat, its black bead warm against her skin. The Crescent Moon masks Henri Levine, Edgar Thibodeau, Judge Leclerc were no mere killer's signature. They were a ritual, and Celeste needed answers only Zora could provide. The voodoo priestess's shop was a sanctuary of shadows, its indigo door creaking as Celeste entered. The air was thick with incense, sandalwood and sage mingling with the earthy tang of dried herbs lining the shelves. Candles flickered on altars adorned with feathers, bones, and painted veves, their glow casting patterns on the walls. Madame Zora stood at a wooden table, grinding herbs with a pestle, her silver hair braided beneath a crimson tignon. Her dark eyes met Celeste's, sharp and knowing, as if she'd expected her return. "You're back, girl," Zora said, her Creole accent a low hum, resonant as a drum. "The moon's shadow follows you. What do you seek now?" Celeste sat on a stool, her voice steady but urgent. "Answers, Zora. 3 men dead, all elite, all masked with a crescent moon. You called it a dark ritual last time. I need to know what it is, who's behind it. The order, Vincent Devereaux, someone's killing for a reason, and I'm betting you know why." Zora's hand stilled, the pestle resting in the mortar. She crossed to an altar, where a small statue of Ursule, the Loa of love and power, stood draped in pink cloth. "The crescent moon," she began, her voice heavy, "is a sacred sign, tied to the Loa, to life's cycles. But long ago, before my time, it was twisted by those hungry for power. A ritual, old as the bayou, to bind the spirit's strength through sacrifice. Blood for power, lives for dominion. The crescent marks the pact." Celeste's pencil flew across her notebook, her pulse racing. "Sacrifice? You're saying the murders are part of this ritual? To gain what? Money, influence?" Zora's eyes darkened, her gaze piercing. "Not just money, girl. Control. The kind that bends men's souls, that holds a city in its fist. The order you speak of, they're no myth. They're heirs to that old greed, cloaked in masks and fine suits. But they're not alone. Someone guides them, someone who knows the old ways and perverts them." Celeste leaned forward, the amulet's weight grounding her. "Devereaux? He's tied to the balls, the victims. I saw him, Zora, charming, but cold as a snake." Zora's lips tightened, her fingers tracing the web on the altar. "Maybe him, maybe another. The moon hides many faces. But hear me, Celeste, trust no one. Not your detective, not your friends, not even the mirror. The order's eyes are everywhere, and they'll cut down anyone who gets too close." Celeste's breath caught, the warning chilling her more than the shop's dim air. She thought of Julian, his scar and stubborn resolve, and the note at the ball, "Leave the moon alone." Zora's words echoed that fear, but Celeste wasn't one to back down. "I'm not stopping, Zora. People are dying, and the truth's worth the risk." Zora sighed, her gaze softening but firm. She pressed a small vial of oil into Celeste's hand, its scent sharp with clove. "Anoint your amulet with this. It'll shield you, but only so far. The moon's ritual is waking, and blood will call more blood. Go, but tread soft, or you'll be the next sacrifice." Celeste slipped the vial into her pocket, the shop's silence pressing against her. As she stepped back into the alley, the Mardi Gras crowds roared nearby, a float's trumpet piercing the air. Zora's words, ritual, sacrifice, trust no one, wove a tighter net around the murders. The order was real, their power deadly, and Celeste was deeper in their shadow than ever. She clutched her notebook, determined to unravel their secrets, even if it meant facing the moon's wrath alone. The headquarters of the New Orleans Police Department was a fortress of brick and cigarette haze, an island adrift in the chaos of Mardi Gras. As dawn crept across Tulane Avenue, the city outside danced to its own reckless rhythm. Inside, however, the mood was anything but festive. 3 bodies lay in the shadow of a mystery: Henri Levine, Edgar Thibodeau, and now Judge Antoine Leclerc, all murdered, all masked, all drawn from the city's storied elite. The killer had become a specter, and the weight on the department's shoulders mounted with each headline. Detective Julien Dubois sat hunched at his desk, his fedora discarded, his scar highlighted by artificial light. He was bone-weary, haunted by Leclerc's mask, eerily grinning, frozen in the LeBlanc mansion's moonlit courtyard. The pattern was unmistakable: the victims were leaders, the attacks seemingly orchestrated by something darker, a cabal whispered about in late-night bars and backrooms, the Order. Clara and Tommy had hinted at its influence, but proof proved as slippery as the city's famous fog. Reports vanished, evidence evaporated, statements altered without explanation. Julian's gut screamed sabotage, rooted not just in incompetence but in deliberate action from someone within the department. A door burst open, breaking the anxious quiet. Chief Inspector Harold Grayson, with his bulldog build and graying mustache, summoned Julian. His office was a monument to his own career: plaques, headlines, handshakes with politicians, all framed against the bitter scent of whiskey and ambition. Grayson's fury was palpable, as real as the pile of case files rattled by his clenched fist. 3 murdered pillars, Dubois, came the growl. The mayor wants answers. The press is one step from panic. The city's investors are threatening flight. And all you can offer is conjecture and a cigarette. I want results today. Or I'll have your badge on my desk. Julian eyed the chief, letting the smoke drift from his lips. He refused to flinch. The killer is systematically dismantling the city's leadership. The Crescent Moon mask is a calling card. The Order's reach is real. Connections run deep and wide. But the investigation's compromised. Evidence is missing: photos, statements, even the murder weapon. Someone is protecting the killer, or the Order itself. Grayson bristled, his anger sharpening. You think I care about ghost stories and secret clubs? Arrest someone. Any delay will make us laughingstocks. And I hear you've let that reporter, Moreau, nose through files. One misstep and I'll bury your career. The threat hung in the air, heavy and personal. Julian's suspicions crystallized. Grayson's aggression felt unnatural, bordering on desperation. He pressed his luck. Chief, this is bigger than any one man. If evidence keeps disappearing, someone's working against us. Tell me who. The challenge lingered between them. A flicker, a momentary crack in Grayson's composure, betrayed something more: guilt, or fear, or both. He leaned in, voice razor sharp. You accuse me or my staff, Dubois? Mind your words. Solve this case, or I'll find someone who can. Your family name won't save you. Julian met his gaze, unblinking, and the silence stretched. Tension wound tight, threatening to snap. The detective stubbed out his cigarette and stood, unwilling to give ground. I'll find the truth. But watch your own house, Chief. We may be hunting the same monster. Exiting, Julian was swept back into the frenetic rhythm of the bullpen, his resolve crystallizing. The clues, Celeste's photo of the Comus Ball guest list, Margot's mask, Clara's warnings, all pointed towards the Order and Vincent Devereaux. But Grayson's pressure limited his moves, and corruption threatened to choke off any real progress. Outside, Mardi Gras music drifted up from the quarter, a reminder that for most, the party raged on.